if that's possible.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best team Brian has fielded in several years, and they're doing great so far.
Garrett Morgan kicks. There's the kick taken back on the 10-yard line by Robertson of Benton. He's back over the 20 to the 25, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Adam Robertson receiving the kickoff, coming straight up the field that time, down by a couple of white-jerseyed Razorbacks from Texarkana. 1st and 10, Benton.
Starting out with pretty good field position right here, Jim. Hopefully tonight, Jacksonville had a lot of team speed last week. Texarkana's going to be the same way, so we just need to adjust and play the kind of ball I know we can play.
Wideouts to the near side, 2 of them, 1 to the far side on the flanker. There's the quarterback up under the center. Cunningham's in the tailback slot. Man in motion comes to the near side. That's Robertson. He kind of stutters, and then there's the pitch back to the far side. Cunningham cuts off the far side. He's up over the 30-yard line, and we've got a flag on the play on the initial play from scrimmage, folks, and that don't look good.
Good hard run by Dusty. Just a pitch. He goes right, broke it up inside the tackle, and good hard run, picked up 4 or 5, but it's going to be negated by this penalty.
Well, this is where we left off last week at Jacksonville, and it looks like they're resuming the series again tonight with possible penalties. Hopefully this is not setting the tone for the ball game. But that's going to be a big one.
It's a big one.
Take it back to the 17-yard line, ladies and gentlemen, where it's going to be 1st down and about 17 yards to go, 18 yards, let's say. 11:50 here in the first period of play. Would like to say welcome to the many folks who've joined us on the internet tonight, listening to our broadcast. We've got folks coming in from foreign countries who are in service, and folks who have Saline County ties. Welcome to our broadcast, and pass the word around to your service buddies and to all those friends of yours that may be living out of town. Up to the line of scrimmage, the Panthers come. Quarterback Blake Carlson gives off to his fullback or tailback. He's on the run, and he's going to be tackled from behind. That was Dusty Cunningham coming up over the 35 to the 40-yard line, and he was down there and caught from behind, which is unusual.
I tell you what, that was just an off-tackle play, the left side of the line. Jonathan Newcomb kicked his man out, and Dusty just ran up through the hole, broke 1 tackle, and he kind of got tripped up. That's the only way it was caught from behind. He was kind of off balance, but a super play to start off the ball game.
Up to the line of scrimmage, the Panthers come now, moving right to left on your radio dial. There's a give to Cunningham once again, right up the middle this time. He tries to bully his way forward, gets a couple of yards on the play to the 42, and he's met there by about 5 white-jerseyed Razorbacks.
Tell you what, they've got some pretty good-sized fellas up on that line. Number 50 for Texarkana. Marcus Floyd, 248. Stocky guy, 5'11", 248. He did a great job there.
Out to the near side comes number 81 for the Panthers. That's Reuben Yarbrough in the flanker position. There's a snap. The pitch back goes to Cunningham. Tries to cuts back up the middle. Picks him up about 3 yards on the play. Over the 30 or 42 up to around the 45. They're going to say 46-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd down for the Panthers and about 3 yards needed.
Yeah, that play was designed to go right. It was just a pitch to Dusty. He gets out there, and the cornerback defensive end are there to meet him, and he just cuts back up into the middle. Really a real good run by Dusty Cunningham.
Well, he's trying to find a seam across that far side over on the other side of the field there, and has to turn back, come back up the middle. Shotgun formation, quarterback comes to the near side, cuts back up the middle. Carlson's got running room, and he's going to be downed, but he's got the 1st down yardage in Texarkana territory at the 48-yard line.
That's a designed play right there, kind of like a quarterback draw. Dusty was confronted with a defensive man right off the get-go, or not Dusty, but Blake, and did a great job of putting a move on him, getting by him, and picking up a 1st down.
Coach Mark Jones would like to see a sustained drive right here, Pat. I formation. There's the snap. The give is off to Doddridge up the middle. He keeps plowing. He breaks 2 tackles, and he's still on the move, still on, down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line.
Boy, is he a bull or what?
Man, did he run over 4 or 5 men there, Pat.
Unbelievable. He had a play just like that last week at Jacksonville, which I called the play of the year. I believe he broke 6 or 7 tackles on that particular play. He does the same thing right here, except for it's right up the middle of the field. Just a super play.
Young man has got some strong legs on him, and really, it showed in that particular play, folks. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. There's a pitch back to Cunningham. Cuts inside. They've got a flag on the play. So once again, let's see what the program calls for on this one.
I think we had somebody moving that time.
Well, something, no doubt, is going to interfere with our situation. We're giving yardage now, so let's mark off 5 yards against the Panthers again.
Tell you what, this is a really good drive for Benton to start out the ball game. This is what we need. Give us a little momentum. Give that defense the rest, and they've not started out yet. But as long, if we can keep that offense on the field, that takes seconds off the clock, and we're in the driver's seat right now.
Robertson comes into the ball game, replacing Jamie Fugit. To the near side, split. There's Doddridge up the middle. Picked himself up about 3 yards inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a second down situation at about 12.
Tell you what, our line's doing a good job right now, Jen. They're driving that defensive front back and giving our backs a little bit of breathing room, a little space to run, and just doing a good job.
Yarbrough splits out wide to the right side for the Panthers. Robinson to the near side. Man in motion. I said man in motion. There was a tight end lined up wrong there. Here comes Cunningham with the ball over the 25, inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. Cunningham just found a little seam off that right side, Pat, and found a little running room.
Yeah, Pryor, being the tight end, just blocked down, had a hole right there outside the tackle, and he just broke it up field, picked up good yardage on the play.
Big third down for the Panthers here. Third down and about 7 yards needed. Ball on the 23. Edmondson comes in the ball game as a wide receiver. Robertson flip-flops to the near side. Once again, the tight end moves over. That's Mr. Pryor. Gets on the far side. He flip-flops. Here comes the cut by Cunningham. Got him a little yardage inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line, maybe the 19. Not going to be enough for a first down, fourth down situation coming up.
That's a pretty good run by Dusty right there. They kind of strung it out. He was trying to get outside. He cut it up inside off the tackle and really picked up pretty good yardage. It's going to bring on Reuben Yarbrough.
Yarbrough's going to be kicking about a 36-yard field goal here. The kick is from the 26. There's the snap. It's a high one. The kick is up plenty deep enough. Let's see. It's good. So the Panthers take the lead 3-0 over the Razorbacks on a 36-yard field goal by Reuben Yarbrough. 7:24 left to go in the first period. The Panthers out front 3-0. Let's take time in for this.
Okay, I'm here.
Boy, I'm having trouble with this whole voice all of a sudden. I'm going to have to
30 seconds or a minute?
take a minute.
Okay.
They look pretty good on that drive right there.
They look good. Look good. They can just keep it going, and I think they can.
2 little penalties, a holding penalty and a procedure penalty.
Damn, I got a cramp in that leg, and it's driving me.
It's good to see us put the points on the board first, you know it?
Isn't it? Well, we did last against Jacksonville, too.
Yeah. Well, we'll just see what kind of offense they got
You
here.
about ready?
Yes,
25 and 20. What is that, 23?
23. Boy, that boy looked fast, too. All of them do back there.
Stand by, go.
Aaron Cox and Derek Gilmore back deep for the Texarkana Razorbacks inside their 5. Number 27, that's Scott. In the short spot at the 10-yard line. Here comes Yarbrough's kick. It's a long boot. It's going to carry back to the end zone, out of the end zone, and Texarkana will set up camp from the 20. Let's take time in for this.
Man,
Well, apparently we've missed a cue somewhere along the way. Our man must have gone out for lunch.
I tell you what, old Reuben can really put his foot into that ball. He's done a great job for us this year. It's such a big bonus when you got speedsters like Texarkana does to be able to kick that ball out of the end zone like that with no return.
Up to the line of scrimmage they come. The quarterback is Mr. Brian Barr leading his ball club. Here's the long snap count. Barr drops back, throws a pass. It's out there, and he overthrows his man. Number 12, Kenneth Threets. And, of course, the number 12, that was Threets that got up there and showed the official the man was interfering with him, you know.
I tell you what, we ran the linebackers through that time, John Reed and the Hammer, and they absolutely annihilated that quarterback just as he got rid of the ball. Actually hit him right in the process of throwing the ball. That's why it was so far off line.
They're going to have to treat him rudely here to kind of get maybe his attention here early on. Wideouts to both sides. Quarterback Barr. Long snap count. Man goes in motion, and he's going to be swarmed under right there at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss on the play, Pat.
Oh, man, I tell you what, we're fired up out there right now. That defensive front just stood those guys up, and he had nowhere to go. It was just a big blob of defense. Great play.
6'3", 195-pound quarterback, folks, for the Razorbacks. He's a senior. There's a third down and about 11 yards needed for Texarkana now. Big third down play. Possibly be an aerial situation. Wideouts to the near side. Texarkana moving left to right on your radio dial. Barr looks over a 5-man Benton front, puts a man in motion, drops back, looks downfield. There's his throw. He's got a man out in the flat. He catches the ball, and not enough for a first down, however, just shy of the 30-yard line.
I tell you what, that was a great catch by that receiver. McCauley, as a linebacker, had that man under coverage and read it, but it was just a good catch by that fella.
There's a sophomore receiver over there, Joe Williams, who one-handed that one and juggled it a little bit. Tucked it in. It's going to be a fourth down situation. Texarkana's going to boot the ball. Brian Barr is standing back on his 15-yard line. Adam Robertson of Benton is in single safety back at around the 33-yard line in Panther territory. Well, we got a flag on the play. Did we have too much time or what? No, it wasn't too much time. Somebody may have moved. Motion. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty assessed the Texarkana Razorbacks, which will set Mr. Barr back 5 more yards, man.
I tell you what, every little bit helps, and those are the kind of penalties that will absolutely stymie you.
So the Panthers, hopefully they can do something with this possession. Barr, watching him punt before the ball game, he was really inconsistent, Pat, getting off some good ones, and he got off some bad ones. There's the snap. Beautiful. The kick almost blocked. It's going to land inside Panther territory, and it's going to die at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Benton. Let's take time in for this word.
I'm here.
Oh, where'd you go a while ago?
I was here. The other phone line's ringing. I have to go in another room to answer
well,
it.
don't worry about the phone line.
Well, you told me to answer it last time.
Well, I wouldn't answer the telephone while you're doing a ball game here. I mean, you know, this comes first. These damn people, if they hadn't got a radio, they need to come to the ball game.
Yeah. 30 seconds?
Yeah.
All right, stand by. Go.
There's a snap from center given to Cunningham. He finds just very little running room off of the left side of that offensive line. Picks himself up about 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for Benton.
How Dusty got 3 yards out of that, I'll never know.
Just sheer leg power, it looked like that.
I'm telling you what, because he had 3 guys all over him as soon as he took that pitch, and he just broke it back up in the middle of the field, and he carried him for 3 good yards.
Up to the line of scrimmage, the Panthers come now. Wideouts to both sides, moving right to left on your radio dial. Quarterback Blake Carlson takes the snap, drops back, looks, fires, got his man, completed to Doddridge. He's up over the 50 to the 49 in Texarkana territory, and it's going to lack about 3 yards for a first down when they spot the ball.
They just released Doddridge out here in the flat, and he just hit him out here, about a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Folks, Teledyne has the new misting massage shower head we'll be telling you about here in a few minutes. You may want to take your shower mist tonight. There's the snap. There's the give to Cunningham off the right side. He's not going to make it. So it's going to set up a 4th down situation for the Panthers as the Razorbacks have held. The ball is on the 48-yard line in Texarkana territory, 4th down and about 2.
Yeah, they stacked it up real good in there then. We ran it right up the middle and really didn't have anything to go with.
This is time for Parsons to kick one just about 400 yards high if he can.
Oh, he can do it. He just needs to get his foot in one. We've seen him do it in pregame, just kick the fire out of him, and yeah, I know he can do it.
Back in single safety is David Bird, back on his own 10-yard line. Parsons will kick from the 37-yard line in his own territory. Nice snap. The kick is high. It is high. Coming down inside the 20, hits a Panther and bounds down to the 16-yard line where it's going to die a natural death there. They may put it back up. No, he says it's on the 17. 18 it is. 1st and 10 to go for Texarkana. When we was talking about this misting massage shower head, Pat, Teledyne Water Pick has a misting spray that offers soothing, warm, and refreshing cool misting options for a unique spa-like experience, as well as 5 to 7 other visual and sensory settings to indulge in. They're going to set up that misting tent there at the Race for the Cure tomorrow, so all the runners can enjoy that
nice.
cool mist out there. Man in motion. There's the snap. Gives off to the halfback, who tried to counter and come right back up the middle. Joe Williams, a sophomore, 5'9", 165-pounder. Didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him the spot anyhow. Lost a yard on the play, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, good, great job by our defensive front right there. They just stacked it up. He had nowhere he could go. I tell you what, our defense is really playing a good ball game right now. Linebackers, everybody, the front, defensive front's just doing a super job stacking it up, and it looks to me like Texarkana's tired out there.
Up to the line of scrimmage, double wideouts. Sort of a wing situation for the Razorbacks. There goes a man in motion. There's the keep of the quarterback, comes out to the near side, cuts upfield, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward for a couple of yards on the play. Pickup of maybe 2 as they spot the ball. It's going to be on the 19.
I tell you what, he had nowhere to go there. I was running an option, or actually a quarterback keeper out there, and he was just running for his life. Our defense is just swarming tonight. They're going to the ball real aggressively and doing a good job.
3rd down and about 9 yards needed for the Razorbacks. Big 3rd down play. We'll watch the passing lanes this time as Barr looks over a 5-man Panther defensive front. There's the man in motion, the snap, dropping back, looks, and we got a flag on the play. What have we got? Holding. 3:02 left to go in our first period of play from C.W. Lewis Stadium in Benton. It's a 3-0 ball game with the Panthers out front. We've got a motion or a procedure penalty coming up against Texarkana, walking off 5 yards. That'll put her back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Tell you what, they got some big fellas on that offensive line, and they're absolutely, they're so big that we're just out quicking them. We're just getting around the blocks, and they're not very agile.
3rd down and about 13 yards needed for the Razorbacks. Barr comes up, hovers under the center, wide out to the near side. There's the snap. Rolls back, gives off to his halfback off the right side. He's going to get some running room over to the far side, and he does get that 1st down, I believe. I think the official probably gave him a good spot that time because the marker man threw that marker down and got out of the way, Pat.
Yeah, that was Joe Williams. He just pitched to him, and he tried to get out to that left sideline out there on the Texarkana bench, and he showed his speed. He's 5'9", 165, and he can definitely run.
Well, that can get you in some trouble there, Patrick, when a man makes that kind of yardage on a 3rd down situation.
I'll tell you.
Just running the ball. 1st down and 10 to go for Texarkana. The ball up on the 33-yard line. Barr comes up under the center. Double wing formation. Man in motion. There's the snap. Give on the counter play to the near side. Tries to cut back in. He's handled by about 3 men before knocked down inside the 30 up to about the 32-yard line. There was about 3 Panthers had a hold of him. Couldn't hang on.
I tell you what, that play looked like it was going to pick up a lot more than what it did. We closed the gap pretty quick. We lost contain over here. I didn't see anybody over here, actually. It looked like they went inside for the fake, and but we closed the gap on the small pickup on the play.
2nd down and 8 to go for Texarkana now. Benton sets up in a 5-man front. Barr barks signals. Man in motion to the near side. There's the option play out to the near side, and there's a fumble on the play. The Panthers are after the ball. They've got it. It's Stockbridge with the ball inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. How about them apples? Somebody hit that ball, and it squirted.
They did. They just stripped him of it out here on the Benton sideline, and Doddridge picked it up full speed or in full stride. Luckily, it bounced right up in his hands, and that's tough to pick a fumble up off the ground like that, but he was able to do it. Big break for the Benton Panthers.
Well, that back, William Dunbar, was toting that ball like a loaf of bread, and somebody popped it loose. Mr. Doddridge picked it up, satcheled onto it, and got stopped inside the 10 at the 9. 1st and goal for the Panthers. 1:48 left to go in the first period as Blake Carlson moves him up in the I formation. There's a snap, there's a give to Cunningham. Cuts up the middle. He's inside the 5 to the 3.
That's a good run by Dusty right there. He broke it right up in off the tackle. They kicked the blocker out, and he was led up through the hole right there by Robertson, who did it well. 47, number 47, Drew Kurosaki. Drew threw a good block then.
Drew is a good blocker, and as a sophomore, this young man's going to be helping the Panthers out for a long time. There's Carlson taking the snap, giving off this time with the ball. Cunningham inside the end zone for the touchdown.
Boy, I tell you, Drew threw another good block right there. He made his man face up and drove him out of the hole, and Dusty just cut up inside that block for the big touchdown.
Cunningham scores from the 4-yard line as he cut off left tackle with 1:17 left to go in the first quarter. The Panthers have a 9-0 lead. Reuven Yarbrough comes in for the extra point attempt. Holding will be Edmondson. There's the snap. The ball's down. The kick is up. It's high enough, and it's good. And we've got a 10-0 ball game. The Panthers lead with 1:17 left to go. Time in for this.
All righty.
It's conference time. The Panthers are alive.
Tell you what, Kurosaki threw 2 good blocks right there.
Huh? I didn't see that. I didn't see who it was hit the ball. Did you?
Do what?
Did you see who hit the ball?
No, I
On
didn't.
that fumble?
There was a couple of them right there together. I don't know what.
Tell Vicky to give you an instant replay. Vic, need an instant replay. Okay, back deep. We got 25 and 22.
Stand by. Go.
Whitmore and Gilmore. That rhymes. Back in deep safety, standing on the goal line, as Reuven Yarbrough will kick off for the Panthers, leading 10-0 with 1:17 left in the first. There's the kick, high, long. It's going to be taken. No, they're going to let it bounce out of the end zone. So, once again, Texarkana takes over at the 20, Patrick.
Yeah, I tell you, that's great. No run back, get them on the 20-yard line. I think the best field position they've had all night long was 25 or 6-yard line, and we're doing a good job. The Panthers are coming out playing some ball tonight.
Folks, October 2nd's Old-Fashioned Day celebration will be staged at the Saline County Fairgrounds. There'll be crafts, entertainment, games, beard contests, kid stuff, foods, hot air balloon rides, pony rides, and some of the events will be inside the covered arena. You'll want to make sure that you're attending the Old-Fashioned Day this year. Quarterback, Barr takes the snap, gives off to his tailback, and he is hammered hard before he gets to the line of scrimmage. Probably a loss of a couple of yards on the play. Back inside the 20, no, just a yard at the 19.
I tell you what, Nick Allen doing a super job there on that defensive front, and Nick had him a great game just a couple of games ago, and the Malvern ball game just played super, and he's picking up where he left off.
So the Razorbacks come out of their huddle now. 2nd and 11. Barr checks his defensive lineup out. There goes a man in motion. Drops back, looks downfield. He's going to be... He breaks loose and nothing but sheer leg power. Barr breaks loose from a couple of tackles. They had him back at around the 15-yard line, but he managed to get his forward progress up to about the 18 for another yard loss on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Boy, I tell you what, they had him around the ankles out here, 42 for Benton. That's Clint Pfeiffer, and the hammer, they were holding him up. The hammer was going at him like a kamikaze. I mean, he was absolutely trying to take his head off.
Folks, tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Energy Arkansas, helping build Arkansas. That's the end of the first period of play from C.W. Lewis Stadium at Benton. The Panthers are leading 10-0 over the Texarkana Razorbacks in the opening conference game of the season. Let's take time in for this.
Minute. 30 seconds.
Let's go 30, and then we'll tell you from there.
Okay.
You doing all right on our commercials?
Yep.
Okay. Let's just take a 30 and let Pat talk a while.
Stand by. Go.
Pat, we're leading 10-0 here in the going into the second period of play. Your assessment of the first quarter?
Well, I tell you what, the Panthers will look better in this first quarter than they've looked all year, without question. And just a dramatic turnaround from last week's ball game. They came out fired up. I know being the first conference game, that's got something to do with it, but offensively and defensively, the guys are really fired up, playing aggressive football, and let's just keep it up, hopefully, and go into halftime with a lead.
I think right now they're feeling very, very good about themselves because they're coming to the sideline, doing some high fives, and man, they're excited about where they are at this position in the ball game, and let's hope that we can contain Texarkana's speed, which naturally has been their trait down through the years.
Well, we're out quicking them on defense right now. Our defensive front's out quicking theirs, and linebackers are getting to the ball. And
Barr takes the snap, drops back. He's going to be, there's his little draw, or rather a little screen pass up the middle, and he's got some running room up over the 40, and finally dragged down at the 49-yard line in Texarkana territory was his big man back there, Henry Black, the tailback, who's 5'8", 250 pounds.
I tell you what, that was a pretty good call, just a little screen pass. Kyle Pryor broke through there and smeared the quarterback, but he released it, and a fella running the ball looked like old Pete Johnson. If you remember him playing pro football, built just like old Pete Johnson, and picked up good yardage on the play.
You remember Henry Toller?
Yeah,
Okay.
Houston Oilers.
1st and 10 to go from midfield. Barr takes the snap. There's his pitch back. Man cuts in, got some yardage, and he's being held by one man back there. Got a hold of a jersey at the 49, held him at the 48. They're going to spot the ball at the 47-yard line, I believe. Nope. The head linesman is standing on the 47, and the referee put it down on the 48, so that's fine.
That was Nick Allen on another tackle. Nick's made several tackles tonight.
2nd down and 8 to go for the Razorbacks now as the Panthers need to stop this drive. We don't need any points on the board. We need to keep our momentum going. We've got a flag. Benton lined up off sides.
Yeah, I think it was our left end out there.
Left defensive end for the Panthers.
I think it's Chris
That's number 43. That is Chris Dawson. Need to watch because these things can be devastating, as we've already discovered this year. That's a mental mistake there that, of course, we've made a lot of them so far this year. We need to pay more attention to our situation. 2nd down, about 3 yards needed. The ball is on the 43, Panther territory. Barr, long snap count, man in motion, pitch back, goes to number 22. He cuts off that right side. He's got some running room. He's going to break. He may go. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Nobody, after he got past the 30, nobody touched him, folks.
Yeah, we over-pursued. Linebackers overran him. He cut back inside and then broke back to the outside, and there was just nobody out there to catch him. That was a really good run by that offensive back.
Willie Whitmore did his job and did it well that time for the big touchdown run.
The hammer, they had to run the hammer running through then on the blitz. He got picked up, and our other backer just over-pursued, overran him, and he cut back inside of him.
Garrett Morgan will do the kicking for the extra point for the Razorbacks. The kick is up, it's high enough, and it's good. And we've got a 10-7 ball game with 10:29 left to go in the 2nd period. Time in for this.
Alrighty.
Well, that happened against us with Jacksonville.
Man.
Same setup.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That 80-yarder.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, that old boy flat scooting when he got out there.
You let him get into that secondary, the program's over. I see Pryor getting a hold of Levi down there. Or jerked him.
Yeah.
Stand by. Go.
Well, you got some coaches that are hot on the sideline down here for the Panthers right now. Lots of Heine kicking going on down there, Pat.
Yeah, I don't think they're real pleased right there. We really should have had him. I mean, it was a great run by the offensive back, but we over-pursued, and he took advantage of it, and they scored a touchdown.
The kickoff will be done by Garrett Morgan. He approaches the ball now. There's the boot. It's going to be a high one taken by Robertson at the 7. Back to the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts up the middle. He's hit and knocked down. Flag on the play.
Yeah, that's a clip. I saw it.
Gee, my knees. That takes the cake, folks. I'm telling you.
That
can't stand prosperity. That's the problem right now, and this is what's been devastating all year.
Yeah, big penalty. Would have had great field position right there, and just kind of a sense of, and actually the guy wasn't even in the play.
Why in heaven's sake would you clip a man on the kickoff whenever you got to run around behind him to do it?
Yeah, he was, on this particular play here, he was behind him from the get-go, and he just continued pushing him. But the thing about it is that he would have not been a factor in the play.
So Benton going to be penalized 5 yards now, going back to the 12-yard line where it's going to be first and 10 to go. So the Panthers come out of the huddle. Wideouts to both sides. I formation. Quarterback is Blake Carlson, the sophomore. There's the snap. He gives the ball off to Doddridge. He's still on his feet, and finally 3 of them drag him down at about the 13-yard line.
Boy,
man, that guy's strong, isn't he?
He's super strong. I tell you what, he was just buried as soon as he got it, and just would not go down. He got positive yardage out of it. I don't know how he did, though.
I had some linemen tell me one time that there was a particular runner that used to run up their back if they didn't block for him. They said they'd come back to the huddle crying, and he'd tell them either block or get out of the way. 2nd down and 8 to go. There's the snap. There's the give. Cunningham, flag again. Son of a gun.
Well, I tell you what, the last 2 games I've seen so many penalties, and got to eliminate these mistakes.
Well, they're eating us alive, and this is going to wind up, if it continues, it'll cost us a ball game. Because we're going to have to get our head in the ball game, get serious about what we're doing. 5-yard penalty marked off against the Panthers, back inside the 10 to the 8. It's 2nd down, and we've got 13 to go. 9:46 left to go in the second period. 10-7 Benton leads. Panthers came out taking the lead. Looked like world beaters there to start with. There's the snap from center. Carlson rolls left. There's a fumble. Texarkana recovers. Texarkana has the ball at the 3-yard line.
I tell you what, big mistake right there. Pitch was a little bit behind him, didn't catch it, and put it on the ground. They came up with it. Good hustle on the Texarkana defense, but just another mistake on our part.
Well, it's 1st and goal now for the Razorbacks. This is what they were planning on, is mistakes. They no doubt have seen the film of 1 or 2 of our ball games and see that there's been some problems there. They've certainly taken advantage of it. Quarterback takes the snap. There's the give to his big fullback, and he piles up the middle. There's a fumble. Texarkana gets on it at the 9-yard line.
I've never seen a fumble come out of somebody's hand so fast. It looked like that ball was thrown.
It looked like somebody comes through with a bolo punch and hits that ball.
That's amazing. I tell you what, we look like a totally different team in the second quarter versus what we look like in the first quarter.
2nd down, the ball is set up on the 4-yard line, up to the line of scrimmage. Barking signals. There's the snap. There's the pitch back. The halfback cuts up. He's got running room. Touchdown. Number 19, that's Joe Williams scoring from the 4-yard line as Texarkana has taken the lead over the Panthers now. And that is a traditional look, and that's not good.
Big hole on the left side of the line right there for that tailback to run through. He just cut it in up off the tackle and just clear sailing into the end zone. Panthers are going to have to muster something up, though. We need to get some points on the board and be in the lead at halftime.
Kicking will be Garrett Morgan. There's the snap, low snap, kick, blocked. So the score is 13-10 with Texarkana leading Benton. 8:51 left in the second. Time in for this.
Oh, no.
If I was Jones, I would put the junior varsity backfield in there.
Well, you get down there, you get pinned back down inside your 10-yard line. That's the best place in the world to make screw-ups.
You don't.
I mean,
you don't run an option play inside the 5-yard line.
I wouldn't. Because everything's got to go just right. it's got to go everything just right to work. I mean, there's always going to be some boo-boos back down in that territory. I tell you, I always hated that part of the field because you're trying to overprotect the ball. You're trying not to make mistakes, and as a result, you generally do make mistakes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, did they not put 13 points on the board quick?
Real quick.
Stand by. Go.
Very frightening is the description of how it looks at this particular time. They put 13 points on the board in quick fashion. 8:51 left in the second period. 13-10 Texarkana leads. Morgan will kick off. Back deep is Robertson and Reed. The kick is going to be taken by Robertson at the 7. We got a flag back here. Somebody offsides for Texarkana. We need all the advantages we can get.
Yeah, that'll help a little bit. I tell you what, we would have had great field position that last possession, and we just had that penalty on the kickoff and just moved us on back in the hole. And when you get down there like that, it's so easy to make a mistake because you're trying so hard not to make mistakes.
Folks, when you have your taste buds set for Mexican food, Alcina Casa, 1218 West South in Benton tops them all. You'll really flip out over that hot dip and cheese dip, too, and simply the greatest around. And they've got some great dishes there, folks. You'll want to try it. Once again, Morgan will kick off for Texarkana. Same duo back in deep safety for the Panthers at around the 10-yard line. Robertson and Reed. You know, if they can give a little hole up the middle there, Robertson could go. Takes it at the 9-yard line, back to the 15, the 20, cuts to the sideline, cuts outside, and he's hit and knocked down at about the 28-yard line.
Well, we got a personal foul right over here on the sideline against Benton.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to take some getting some attention, and already these coaches have tried every way in the world to get these guys to straighten their act up.
Yeah, that was just such a silly penalty. I mean, we just hit the man upside the head. Didn't have anything to do with the play.
Well, the only thing you can do is just say who was it that did it and pull him out of there and hit the pines with him. That's about all you can do.
Yeah, it's going to put us back in the hole again. That's a big one.
Oh, boy. Here we go. The ball's going to be spotted back inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, folks. It'll be first down for the Panthers. Instead of the ball being up on the 28, they've got us back deep now inside the 15. So the officials are still conferring. Let's find out what the deal is over here. They're calling in the back judge, and he's going to give one of them the whistle that he lost back down in the end zone a while ago. Up to the line of scrimmage they come. The Panthers have wideouts to both sides, I formation. Carlson takes a snap, gives off, that's Doddridge with the ball up over the 15 to about the 19-yard line. Going to be a pickup on the play of about 5 yards.
Just a fullback dive right up the middle, and Big Nate picks him up 5 yards, just gutting it out and just running as hard as he can. He's doing his part. We just need to help him out a little bit.
2nd and 5 to go now. 4-man front for Texarkana, man in motion. That's Pryor moving. He's flip-flopping to the tight end on the left side, moving left to right on your radio dial. There's the give with the ball. Runner gets very little yardage. That looked like
another penalty on the play, Jim. I'm not sure what that was, but
that was number 24. That was Lance Larson that's in the ball game. He got himself about 3 yards on the play. Lance has an uncanny way of toting that ball, and it looks like he's not going to get anything, and he gets a little yardage. But here we're going to have a penalty marked off against us again. As our coach used to say in college, you can't stand prosperity.
It's a big one again.
Oh, boy.
I tell you what, Lance does a good job back here in that backfield. He's a sophomore running back also, and just got a great body lean. Looks like he's hurt every time he gets up from a play, and kind of lopes back there to the huddle, and then all of a sudden he's the kind of guy that can break one and score a touchdown. 13-10 is the score. Texarkana leads. We've got a 2nd down and 13 to go. The ball back in about the 12-yard line. There comes Robertson throwing, and he throws it away. He has to because he's being pursued real heavy-like over on the near side.
by that defensive end coming across there, and you're talking about getting rid of that ball quick like.
Yeah, that was Darius Norman chasing Blake over there. He was sprinting out to the right, and Norman was all over him. He just got rid of the ball so it wouldn't be a loss on the play. Tough to operate when you're down there close to that goal line.
13-10's our score with 7:45 left to go in the second period of play. Well, we're going to have to make some adjustments at halftime. Things don't look good at all on that offense. There's the snap. Carlson looks. He cuts back up the middle. He's going to be hit and knocked down at the 15-yard line. Picked himself up about 4 yards on the play, folks, but it's a fourth down situation. And, boy, when the Panthers get back, the pressure was on that time, back deep in their territory, and they couldn't do anything.
Really need a good boot by Brandon Parsons right here. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have block on, and they'll be coming after him. Looks like he's only about 10 yards deep, though.
Well, he played a little shallow against Jacksonville, and they worked on him. There's the snap. There's the kick. It's a high, wobbly kick coming off the side of his foot. It's going to hit, take a Benton bounce. That's good. And now it takes a flip-flop. You couldn't tell which way it was going to go, but it dies at 48-yard line in Panther territory, where it's going to be first down for Texarkana. I like to see, Pat, that I just think that we need some rededication on behalf of our offensive line there to kind of keep those guys off of Blake Carlson, give him time to operate. My goodness, man, you're talking about smothering.
Yeah, Blake's not getting a whole lot of time, and about the only chance he has to throw is when he's sprinting out with the football.
First down for Texarkana, beautiful field position, 7:01 left in the second period, 13-10 the Razorbacks lead. Marking signals, man in motion. There's the flip. It goes back to number 22, Whitmore. He cuts off the right side. He's going to break. He's going for the touchdown. Arm tackles. Well, there was about 4 guys hit him over there, and he's gone.
Yeah, just really no excuse for that right there. We had 3 guys hit him at one time, and they all fell off of him. He went ahead and broke out to the outside and scored a touchdown. Wasn't anybody out there to chase him.
48 yards for the score. Well, it's kind of tough. It really is. And I know that I feel for the coaches down there who have worked themselves into a frenzy trying to get this ball club ready to go.
Well, and these guys, they're wanting to win. I know. It's just I don't know exactly what the problem is. I don't think we're outmanned out there. I think we got the guys that can do it. We're just
not doing it.
We're just not doing it. You take that particular play right there. Number one, we took a wrong pursuit angle on the play. We kind of overran the back. Linebacker missed him, but then 2 other guys also missed him. Our safety came in there, and he missed him as well. If you don't tackle, you're not going to win.
Full play at halftime. Mr. Flashback Burks is standing by to give you some information about a former Panther team. It's going to be the extra point attempt. What happened?
It's blocked again.
I didn't even see the ball.
Yeah, we got through there and blocked it again, which is going to make a difference in the outcome of this ball game probably. That's a good play on the Panthers' part.
So it's 19-10, 6:51 left. Let's take time in for this.
Alrighty.
I didn't see that ball. I couldn't. Once that guy gets in the secondary, Willie Whitmore, he's gone bye-bye. You can forget him.
Yeah, they do. They've got a lot of speed like Jacksonville did, but whenever you're missing tackles like that, it doesn't matter whether you have speed or not. You're going to score some touchdowns. We just got to break down and tackle the football like I know we can. We're just being lackadaisical.
Morgan kicks. Receiving the ball down there is John Reed. They're going to bring it back. Now the official is going to penalize Texarkana 5 yards. Need every yard we can get. So that'll bring our deep receivers up a little bit. Give us a 5-yard advantage there as they kick from the 35 now. Number 25, John Reed, Adam Robertson, back deep, standing on their own 10.
We need some good field position right here. We're not out of this ball game by any means. We just got to make something happen.
They just need to turn it around.
That's right. We just need to make something positive happen and get in there and score a touchdown and close the gap. And it's a new ball game starting second half.
Here comes Morgan kicking. There's the boot. It's going to be low. Going to be taken by Robertson at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's going to be hit at the 38-yard line. So it's going to be first down for the Panthers. They've got decent field position if they can just make things happen now, and the linemen can dedicate to keeping the guys off of that quarterback.
Well, for one thing, you know, we've got good field position. We didn't have a penalty there. We're not back in the hole. We got some room to maneuver right here, so let's see what happens.
Wide out to the far side, Brandon Jacola. On the near side is Robertson. There's the snap. There's the give off to Cunningham off the left side, and he picks himself up about 5 yards up to the 43-yard line.
There's a big hole right there. Dusty Cunningham leading him through the hole, just over the tackle. Just a big hole. Good pickup on the play.
Second down and 5 to go now for the Panthers. In that backfield, Doddridge and Cunningham. Carlson takes the snap, gives to Cunningham. He cuts up behind Doddridge and picks himself up about 4 yards on the play, folks, up to the 48-yard line. Let's see where they say his knee touched down.
Tell you, Nathaniel's a pretty good lead blocker to have. He's wiping some folks out in there, and Dusty just following him in his footsteps, and like you say, picked up about 4 more yards. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 1.
5:48 left to go in the first half. Edmondson splits out to the near side. I formation. Here's the keep given off rather to the fullback. He plows up the middle. That's Doddridge. He's got the first down to about the 50-yard line where they'll spot it.
There's no quitting that dog, I'm going to tell you what.
Well, all you got to do is look at old Nate and say sick him, and he's in there.
I tell you what, he plays so hard. He's so strong, and if I had a yard to pick up, that's for sure who I'd give it to.
Well, he's coming out for a little rest right now. Cunningham also in there with him. Number 42 looks like Clint Pfeiffer back there. There's a give. Cunningham cuts off the near side. Not much blocking there. Picks up a couple of yards.
Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Did a good job just to do that. Second down and long here.
2nd and 8 to go for the Panthers now. Ball at the 48 in Texarkana territory.
Not done anything tonight with our tight ends, which is kind of surprising. We had a little bit of success with that last week against Jacksonville.
Coming to the near side, Jacola. Robertson to the far side as flankers. 4-man Texarkana front. The snap given off to Cunningham. He cuts to the wide side, got some running room to the 40, out of bounds. He was hit out of bounds, and the official throws a flag. So Cunningham gets up spry as he can be, and we got probably 15 yards going to be tacked onto that.
Well, Texarkana just pulled a bonehead mistake right there, I'm telling you.
You know, these guys have got to know that they're out of bounds.
Yeah, he was a good 3 or 4 yards out of bounds, and he got tattooed right here on the Benton bench. He wasn't scared to do it on the Benton bench, that's for sure.
The field is nothing but brown there from the dust from the sideline on, and you got to know that you're out of bounds, but he had to throw that hit. Just had to do it. 1st and 10 for the Panthers, the ball on the 23-yard line. Down in Texarkana territory. Now, if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, we got something going here. 4-man defensive front. There's the fake. And keeping the ball, it was a botched play that time. Somebody wasn't where they're supposed to be. And cutting off the left side was Blake Carlson with the ball. Maybe got a yard on the play.
Yeah, I think Dusty was supposed to go left. The other 2 guys went to the left. Dusty went out here to the right. And busted play. Carlson had to keep it. Picked up 1 yard on the play, or half a yard.
In the backfield, Blake Carlson in the shotgun. There's the snap. He keeps the ball, rolls to the right side. Gets out of bounds at about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Pickup of about 3 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd down situation for the Panthers.
You know, that's a situation right there, Jim. We ran the shotgun, and the offensive line did a good job. I think Blank got a little bit antsy right there. He didn't find anybody open just right off the bat, and instead of staying back there in the pocket and waiting until somebody opened up, he took off to the sideline with it. But the offensive line did a good job. He had some time to throw the football.
This is one thing that the coach was talking about in our pregame, is that he come out of that pocket a little too quick on some occasions. Ball is on about the 18-yard line. Pryor flip-flops back to the left side now as the tight end. Long snap count. There's the pitch back to Cunningham. Cuts inside, got some running room. Doesn't quite get the first down, though, at about the 15-yard line. It's going to lack about 2 yards. Oh, they're going to say about a yard as they spotted on the 14-yard line.
Good hard run by Dusty. He's just running into a lot of defensive pursuit when he cuts it back up inside like that. He's got those linebackers to contend with. But that's going to put us in the middle of the field. It's going to be a big decision by the coaches here, whether to kick a field goal or to try to get a first down and get 6 points before half.
Benton wants a timeout. They've come to the sideline. You know, you may not need a locksmith at this very moment, folks, but believe me, it's going to be worth your time and effort to pin this number down. You need to write down 847-1224. 847-1224.
Go.
It's going to be fourth down and about a yard and a half, folks, needed. Let's see if the Panthers can do the job. Carlson calling signals for the Panthers. 4-man Texarkana front, long snap count's not going to work. It's not going to pull them off, and Carlson calls timeout now with 3:45 left to go. Pat, we're going to keep it right here so this old bird that's listening doesn't get real hot at us for for throwing too many commercial breaks. Let's sit here and talk about the Teachy fly over in Africa. Anyhow, we've had a great ball game from the Razorbacks, which we didn't anticipate. Really and truly, I've heard all kinds of things about they've had guys quit the team and so on like this. None of it. Coach says he's looked at film. They're stout, and they've played 3 of the top teams that you can find anywhere in football.
Yeah, and as long as you got people that can run like they've got, you're probably always going to be in the ball game. All it takes is 1 or 2 runs, and that's what they've had tonight. We've given them a few things with some breaks, but if we score 3 points right here on this field goal, that's going to put us less than a touchdown behind, and we're still in this ball game.
Okay, going to be kicking from the 23, a 33-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's high enough. It's deep enough. It's good, and it's a 19-13 ball game. Texarkana leads with 3:41 left, and we must hear this. What are you doing?
Sorry about that.
We must hear this.
Lit it.
What was it on the nose?
350.
Stand by. Go.
Back deep for Texarkana to receive the kickoff. Aaron Cox. I beg your pardon. That's not Aaron Cox. Pick him up there in just a moment. Number 25 it is. That is Derek Gilmore. There's the kick, and Gilmore is fading over. It's going to be taken by the short man on the kickoff to the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, to the sideline in a batch of folks over there, and he's going to be mobbed, and we've got a flag over here. Now what have we got?
Well, Brandon Parsons is down on the field. He may have got hit from behind. He's holding his back, lower back.
Now that looks like Reuven Yarbrough.
Reuven, that's who it is. I'm sorry.
Now somebody hit him from behind, and we've got a clip in there, and of course, Reuven wanted to make sure the official saw him because he was writhing in pain over there just momentarily till now he's coming to the sideline, and he is hurting.
I think he got tagged pretty good.
Thought for a moment as he was running off the field, he had a little more exuberance running off the field there, and it looked like maybe he might have tried to get the official's attention with that writhing.
We don't need to lose Reuven. I tell you what, he's an MVP for us. He does such a good job at kicking that football.
Well, Texarkana's going to take it over on the 10-yard line in their own territory. What a beautiful spot for a fumble right now. Barr calling signals, puts a man in motion. There's a snap. He keeps the ball, and he's going to be swarmed under at the 10. I don't know, a little trickery there that didn't work.
Good job by our defense. They just swarmed the ball.
Kyle Pryor gets up off there. And then there's number 50 for the Panthers. That's Nick Allen. Nick Allen is...
He's everywhere tonight.
Yes, sir. He's
done a good job.
Been in on a lot of plays over the last couple of weeks. It'll be 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 10. 6-man Benton front. Whoop. We had a fumble in there.
There we go.
The ball is loose. Let's see who's got the ball.
There we go.
The Panthers have got it. Benton has the ball at the 12-yard line. See who got up off of that ball.
I couldn't tell who did it.
Looks like number 43 the way. Something brewing right here with the ball on the 12. Wideouts to both sides. There's a snap. There's a give. Cunningham to the right side. Cuts inside. gets down to about the 7-yard line. Just sheer leg power. There certainly wasn't any great blocks thrown there for him.
Well, that looked good right there, though, because he had Nate. They just pitched it to him and led him around the end. He actually cut up inside. If he had stayed outside with Nate then, had possibilities of scoring a touchdown. But he picked up good yardage on the play nevertheless.
2nd down and about 6 to go for the Panthers. Carlson barking signals, takes the snap, gives to Cunningham to the right side. He's going to be in for the touchdown.
Big block by Nate Doddridge there on that end. He came up, he hit him right in the chin, almost knocked him over, and Dusty just took it to the corner of the end zone, used his speed.
That one from the 7-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. The touchdown by Mr. Dusty Cunningham. It's a 19-19 ball game now. Yarborough's back in the ball game, so let's hope that doesn't have any effect on his kicking ability. Edmondson will hold for the Panthers. 2:16 left to go in the first half. Now this is what we've got to have. The offense has got to rise to the occasion, folks. We get a little bit down, get our dauber down. The kick is up, though, and it's good. And Benton takes the lead 20-19 with 2:16 left. Time in for this.
Well, isn't that special?
Well,
Isn't that
they
special?
spurred them on, I tell you what. Defense, that's good. They're making us eat our words.
Look at Jones running along there.
It's amazing how they look so bad and then they look so good.
Look at Monday down there.
I'm ready for Donnie to
It looked like 43.
Look like Chris Dawson. Do what?
Looked like Chris Dawson.
What do you say, Todd?
You got 15, about 12 seconds.
Okay.
Go.
Well, Coach Jones is getting a little excited on the sideline now, and who wouldn't?
Well, that's pretty inspiring. I mean, these guys were down, considerably, and they've come back the last 2 offensive possessions and put points on the board both times, and defensively.
Pat, we were in the ball game at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing about it. We've got the kids that can do the job. They just kept blowing themselves out for no reason at all, making serious mistakes that were just boneheaded mistakes, really. Now we're back in the lead. 20-19, 2:16 left to go. Back deep, number 25. That's going to be Derek Gilmore. Number 22, that's Whitmore. The short man, nope, Whitmore takes it in the end zone, and he's going to bring it out to the 21st and 10 for Texarkana. Well, you want to drop by Leroy Allen's and pick yourself up one of those large road atlas? They're free. Why not? You need one, Donnie Burks. That's right. You may be going to Bauxite, and you're going to have to get you a road. Anyhow, they're a hot item, folks, just over the South Street overpass at the entrance of Brownwood subdivision. Go by there and pick you up a road atlas. They're free. Leroy. Okay, 1st and 10. Barr takes the snap. Gives back to his man that can run like a deer. And, folks, he's finally tripped up over on the far side. We got a flag over there, by the way, on about the 25. But Nate Doddridge got a foot on that ankle.
Nate dove at him, caught him by the ankles, and brought him down. And all that tailback's doing is just sitting back there, and he's waiting for those blocks to materialize. And when he sees that hole, he's just like a rocket going through that hole and takes the sideline.
That Whitmore can accelerate, can't he, Patrick?
He really can. He must be a trackster.
Now, he kind of looked like the La Madre back when he played for Malvern. Madre would come to the line of scrimmage making about 2 miles an hour, and when he saw a crease, he accelerated to about 80 there.
I'm telling you, he looked like a cheetah. I tell you what, they're doing the same thing right here that Benton did in the last quarter.
Okay, penalized back. It's going to be 1st down and 17 to go now for Texarkana. They're on back about the 12, 13-yard line. There goes the give once again to Whitmore off the left side. He tries to turn the corner, but this time he was greeted over there. There was a lynching party waiting on him on the far sideline that time, led in there by Levi. And I think Levi down here a while ago has Billy Sunday got in his face down here and done a little preaching.
Yeah.
And Levi has he's a believer now, I do believe.
I think Levi got inspired.
2nd down and 12. 1:36 left to go in the first half of play. Here comes a wideout over here, about 3 miles away from his ball team, Kenneth Threets. Barr calling signals. Man in motion. There's the give on a counter. Up the middle. Bang. He's hit at the 22-yard line. Pick up on the play maybe of about 3 yards, maybe 4. It's going to be a third down situation. Benton calls time with 1:16 left, thinking maybe we might have a possibility to tack some more points on. Let's hold this thing and see if we can hold them down on this big third down play. 2019, Benton leads with 1:16 left. Time in for this.
Alrighty.
Like a cheat. Oh, go.
This is, this is where when you have a kicker like Reuven Yarbrough, if we hold them right here and they punt the ball to us, Reuven's very capable kicking a 50-yard field goal, and very seldom do you see high school kickers that can do that. And so it's a big plus for us to have a guy like him.
Three wide out to the near side again. Texarkana moving right to left. Barr sends his man Whitmore in motion. He gets the ball, cuts to the left side, and he's going to be hit over there by several maroon-shirted Panthers. It's going to be short of a first down up to about the 19-yard line, and it'll set up a fourth down situation with 1:08 as time is called on the field of play. Once again, the Panthers want this opportunity to maybe get that ball for one last time. Let's see if, we got a penalty against Texarkana?
I think they're having trouble here spotting the ball for some reason. Looks like they may want to try to measure.
Why would they want to measure when the ball was downed inside the 30 and the sticks look like they're up on the 30?
Well, they've got it awfully close to that first down marker.
They sure do. But what would you do? What would you do there with the nose of the ball? It looks like when they finally gave him a spot to, well, look at him. He moved it up a little more. The man in the stripes, who is that striped man?
I tell you what, that's a pretty tough call right here. Fourth down and inches, actually. You figure you can pick up that much for first down and kill the time, but at the same time, if you don't, then we're in field goal range right where the ball's sitting. If he punts the football, there's a chance of fumbling the punt or the snap or whatever, and so that's a tough call.
Folks, you don't want to leap into winter driving without the exhaust check on your vehicle. Carbon monoxide is odorless. It can be life-threatening. See Mike's Muffler and Exhaust, 17706 I-30 for a checkup of your vehicle's exhaust system soon. 315-4448. Well, we've got a fourth down situation and just probably the distance of that stripe on the nose of the football for the first down.
They'll probably go a long count right here.
They're going to try to pull the Panthers off sides, and Benton is not going to go for the put a man in deep safety. Yep, they're going to send Robertson back there now as Barr stands back there to do the kicking, the quarterback for Texarkana. Now he's coming back to the sideline. They may change their strategy again as everybody goes to the sidelines now. Well, we might make mention of the fact that we've got an announcement to make for you folk here at halftime with regard to the Teacher of the Month. The Teacher of the Month will be announced at halftime. She's got lots of good goodies coming to her, and we'll want you to stick around to find out who that is. There was quite a few folks that were voted on. Leroy Allen's got. I appreciate that. Leave that with me, and we'll use that again a little bit later. Thank you, sir. Okay, now Barr's back in kick punt formation, I guess you'd call it, back at 15. His own 15-yard line, and yeah, he's going to boot it. It's off the side of his foot, though. Will it take it takes a Panther bounce. And the Panthers kill the ball. They're at the 45-yard line in Benton territory with a minute left to go. So now they bring the chains up the field now, and it looks like somebody needs to pour some... We're ready to play ball again. Blake Carlson pulls up under the center now. 5-man front. There's the pitch back. There's the double reverse. Robertson's got it to the left side. Bang! On a block. A beauty. But here, there's a loss on the play. But let me tell you something. Nate Doddridge just decapitated number 23. That was Aaron Cox, who will dream about that tonight.
I tell you what, that was just a perfect setup. They run a reverse right there. This guy's in hot pursuit, and Nate's just waiting for him to come to him, and he just hit him at about throat high and did him a half gainer.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you what.
Brother. You can't see anything like that in the Wrestling Federation.
Everybody in the stands knew what was getting ready to happen. That's the thing about it. We could hear it from outside the booth.
Well, Texarkana's got the ball here, and it's going to be first down and 10 to go. How did this happen? I still don't know. There's a pass to the side, a flag on the play.
Did we fumble the football?
Apparently we fumbled and coughed it up. I tell you, we were so engaged in that beautiful block over there that we didn't see Adam Robinson cough that football up. But Texarkana's going to be penalized 5 yards now. Procedure penalty. Takes it back to the 49 in Panther territory. 49 seconds showing on the clock.
We just need to keep playing aggressive football, need to make tackles, and we don't need anybody to break for a long one right here. We need it to stay just like this until half.
First down and 15 to go for Texarkana now as Barr looks over a 5-man Benton front. There's a snap, drops back, looks, fires to the sideline, got a man, but overthrows him over there around the 45.
That's good coverage over there by number 4 for Benton, Levi Johnson. He just threw a little sideline route right there, overthrew him, but he was covered all the way.
Pat, I can see how Adam Robertson, a man that doesn't handle that ball that much, and carrying the ball, somebody hits you, and you think that somebody's unloaded the turnip wagon on you. I can remember the first time I tried to carry the football in college, and I got hit, and the ball went about 40 yards, and I went about 10. That's a tough job when you're not accustomed to carrying that football. There's a snap. Barr passes a little flare pass out to the near side. There's a juke, and the man cuts to the side. And there's about 4 or 5 of them have a shot at him, and nobody ever gets him down. But we got a flag back up here at the 49-yard line, but he's run out of bounds. That was number 22, and guess who? Willie Whitmore.
I tell you what, that was a great run. He broke several tackles. We hit him. He just wouldn't go down. Finally ran him out of bounds. But like you say, it's going to be negated by a penalty back here.
I think, when we say he broke tackles, he really, Pat, if you get to thinking about it, he didn't break a tackle because nobody was trying to tackle him. They were just trying to maybe give him a rub down the sideline there because he sure wasn't putting a shoulder to him.
No, they weren't doing that. They actually trying to, he just wouldn't go down. Thought he'd run out of bounds, but he wouldn't do that.
We've got a modern-day situation of guys trying to just put their hands on a man and drag him down or something like this. They don't like to put that old head in there and sound like rocks hitting on a tin roof. They just don't do it like it used to be done. All the way back to the 20. Well, what is that? The 34-yard line. It's going to be second down in about 28 yards. About 32 yards, I beg your pardon. Barr rolling back, fires deep down the field. Got a man down there, and it's overthrown.
Good pressure on the quarterback right there. I tell you what, he's got a pretty good arm because he was running to his right and threw back to his left down the middle of the field and threw a good 40 yards on a straight line.
Kevin Ty, the senior receiver, was downfield there, but he was overthrown by about 5 yards. Man, that was a rocket.
He's just not had a chance. They've not done that. They haven't thrown anything long. They really haven't thrown much of anything tonight. A couple sideline routes and stuff, but they pretty much relied on their tailbacks.
Third down, 33 to go. Barr, the quarterback, 31 seconds showing on the clock. Long snap count. Man in motion. There's the give to his fullback. Cuts off the right side. There we go, dragging at him again. And finally, somebody brings him down on the sideline over here. That number 29 for the Panthers.
I tell you what, I just saw something I had never seen. And Nate Doddridge grabbed that guy by his belt buckle. And that guy drove Nate. Nate looked like, have you ever seen a guy water skiing, and he falls, but he doesn't let loose the rope?
Looked like he was on the inner tube,
He drug him 15 yards. I mean, Nate would not let go. He held on until somebody came over and helped him out. That's just unbelievable.
That's the end of the first half of play, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 2019 ball game. The Panthers are out front by 1, and I'll tell you what, I'll guarantee you they'll get a Sunday school lesson at halftime because they've made plenty of mistakes here in the first half, and these coaches are going to be wanting to get some things changed up here in the second half and see if we can't tack up this first deep for the Razorbacks. Number 22 is going to be Willie Whitmore. He's the man that has done the damage against the Panthers so far in the ball game, along with Gilmore. Whitmore and Gilmore back deep. The up man is going to be number 17, Jason Dansby, I believe it is. And now kicking off will be Reuven Yarbrough going into the third period of play from C.W. Lewis Stadium. There goes the boot. It's going to carry back to the 2-yard line. Whitmore has it up to the 15, the 20, cuts inside, and they don't want to let this guy get in a lead, because once he gets out there in the open, it's goodbye, 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 because he's already shown that so far.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of speed. They're starting out in pretty good field position right here, 25-yard line, 26-yard line.
An arm on him like a rocket. We've seen him throw one pass so far that was against his body, and you're talking about somebody that put some steam on that pass about 30 yards down the field. There goes Barr taking the snap. There goes his give to the man in the backfield. Somebody shot the gap on him. Joe Williams is down for a loss on the play. Did you pick up that number, Pat?
Yeah, that's Nick Allen, number 50. I tell you, Nick's made several tackles tonight, doing a super job. He's all over the field. I tell you what, I don't think anybody even touched him.
That was a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 15 to go for the Razorbacks. Third period of play. Welcome to the folks on the internet or joining our broadcast this evening. Wherever you're listening to us, you might drop us an email and let us know where you're coming from. Barr calling signals now. 4-man, 5-man Benton front. There's the snap. There's the give. Cutting off the side and hit by 1 man. And we got to get him on the side. He's hit by 2 men. There's those arm tackles just not getting the job done. Number 19, that's Joe Williams, who made plenty of yardage up for the first down for the Razorbacks at the 40.
Just pitched it left to the tailback. He cut it up inside, kicked out on the end. He kicked it up. The hammer was right there on him. He moved over from his linebacker spot, hit a good initial lick, and just fell off. That's pretty unusual for the hammer. He's got a hurt thumb. I just don't know how much it's affecting his tackling. He tore some ligaments in his thumb, and last week he did not have one of his best games.
1st and 10 for Texarkana. Set up in sort of a wing formation. There's a pitch back going to Whitmore off the left side. He's got him about 6 yards on the play, folks, up to about the 46-yard line, still in Texarkana territory, as they're trying to exploit that Panther line now, defensive line, and finding some weaknesses there.
Yeah, they did a good job then. They kicked out number 43, Chris Dawson, over there he's our linebacker over on the left side of the line. They just cut the ball up inside there, made up good yardage on the play.
Wide out to the near side, number 83, Kevin Ty for the Razorbacks. Wing formation. Quarterback Barr takes the snap, gives off to his fullback up the middle. Not enough yardage for the first down, but the lineman's going to run up there and give him enough yardage, because that ball did not get that far over the 50-yard line. He was stopped about the 49. But they spot him at the 50-plus.
They gave him a first down. Really a pretty good run on the part of the Texarkana back. He just carried us a few yards and picked up a big first down. They've got a little drive going here. We need to do something to stop them.
And Henry Black looks like a stump sitting back there in that fullback position, and he can certainly move some ground with that low center of gravity there. Here comes the pitch back once again, and cutting inside and down finally is number 19, Joe Williams. They're picking up big, sizable chunks of real estate now against the Panthers, and that's another first down inside the 40 to the 38.
Yeah, they're just running that left and right, and John Reed, our end on this end, he just crashed down. There wasn't anybody there. He just cut it upfield, picked up a big first down, and they're kind of having their way with us right now.
Texarkana moves on to the line of scrimmage now. David Bird split out to the near side. On the far side is number 83, Kevin Ty. Barr looks over a 5-man front. There's the pitch back. There's Whitmore cutting off the right side. He's going to get that leverage once again, and he's gone for a touchdown.
Got a big flag right there. I don't know what that was. I didn't actually see what the penalty was, but we had no contain on that left side right there.
None whatsoever, and the guy hit the sidelines, folks, and he was gone, but about 38 yards for the touchdown is going to be called back. So it looked like that they would have corrected that situation there at halftime, because there's no way in the world that he should have been able to get outside.
Well, Kyle Pryor playing that end on that side of the line he just crashed straight down, but they pitched the ball. He came down, they went outside, and so there was nobody there. Fortunately for us, there's a penalty on the play.
That's going to be first down and 9 to go now, as the ball is spotted on the 38-yard line, Panther territory. Benton needs to kind of buckle up defensively here, put a stop to this drive, because the Razorbacks trailing 20-19 with 9:26 left in the third period. Barr takes the snap. There's the pitch back once again to the near side of the field, still on his feet, number 19. That's Joe Williams. Williams and Whitmore. They've been doing the damage for the Razorbacks so far in this ball game because they're getting to that outside and really punishing the Panthers.
Well, they're just cutting up inside our end. Our end's getting blocked out to the sideline. He's just cutting up. There's a huge hole there. I could run through that hole. It's just a huge hole, and if I can fit through it, it's got to be a huge hole. But they're just kicking our end out, and they're having our way with us out here on the ends. And
be second down and 3 to go now as Barr looks over a 5-man Benton defensive. There's the snap. There's the pitch back to Whitmore. He tries to cut outside. He does. And he's going to hit the corner again and gets plenty of yardage for the first down, knocked out of bounds somewhere around the 23-yard line.
With the speed that they got, we've got to protect the sideline. Adam Robertson's out there on the corner, and once he saw him make that move inside, he came inside himself, but then he just jutted right back outside and got to the sideline and picked up a big first down. You've got to respect their speed because actually offensive line, I mean, we're having our way with the offensive line. They're getting blocks from their backs, and their offensive backs are just using their speed.
Wide out to the near side, Kenneth Threets. First and 10 to go for Texarkana. Barr takes the snap, pitch back again to number 19, Williams. He cuts inside, and he started to the outside, and about 2 or 3 Panthers had a hold of him, and they're just not locking him in.
I tell you what, they're just not locking up. They had him right there at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Justin McCauley came in, hit him a good initial lick, just did not lock him up. Justin's frustrated right now. He's missed 2 or 3 tackles like that, and that's not typical for Justin McCauley. He's a hitter, and he's shown us that in the past. But that's what they got to do with these guys. They got to hit them, but they got to lock on at the same time and make them pay for it.
Going to be second down and 6 to go. The ball's inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Texarkana man being attended to at this particular time. Let's take 30 seconds for this.
All right.
Saffel went off of the field for Texarkana, injured, 285-pound tackle. Razorbacks to the line of scrimmage, second down, 6 to go. There's the snap, there's the give off to the fullback. He just powers his way, still running. He's going in for the touchdown, folks. He ran over about 6 Panther linemen plus the secondary into the end zone for a touchdown from 18 yards out.
I tell you what, several missed tackles right there on that play. We had 4 or 5 guys have a shot at him. They all tried to hit him and just fell off.
You just can't flag it, man. You've got to get those ankles, and this is something we're not doing, and it's paying big dividends for Texarkana.
Well, when you got a big fullback like that right there, you've got to hit him low. I mean, it's just almost impossible to hit a guy like that up there around his chest and bring him down. You got to hit him down there around the knees and play smart football, and we're not doing that right now.
So the Hogs have taken a 25-20 lead over the Panthers now. That doesn't sound too good at this particular time. Of course, Razorbacks just move the ball at will down the field for it'd be a kick. Barr has got his group set up there, and they're going to go for 2, I believe. In that backfield is number 19, Joe Williams. There's a man in motion, and Barr goes to the right side, cuts in, and he does not make it. So we have a 25-20 ball game with Benton trailing Texarkana, 8:02 left to go in the third period. Time in for this.
All right.
Of course, he's over on the sideline. Has to get somebody in to replace him, or they already got somebody out there. It's going to be Morgan kicking off for Texarkana. Back deep is going to be Reed, along with Robertson. Why couldn't we get lucky and break somebody loose on a long run here? Ball's going to go over, and Reed is going to take it back to the 20, the 25, cuts to the near side. He's cut down at the 25-yard line. And there goes a little showmanship down the road there. Number 79 doing a little doo-wah ditty, Marlo Wesley. 5'9", 204 pounds. That looks like a stump out there. And
our blockers kind of ran off and left him right there. He was kind of back there by himself. You don't want to kick off. One of the keys to returning the kickoff is you got to time those blocks. You got to wait until that receiver gets it and then go with him to those blockers and or those tacklers, and we just ran off and left him that time.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Pitch back to Cunningham. Cuts off the left side over there. Gets very little yardage, folks. Maybe a couple on the play. Should have gone on to the outside that time instead of cutting in, but we have got a flag over there.
Dusty's probably carried that ball 20 times tonight. He's been the workhorse for us. We've just not been able to bust one loose.
Like 17 yards there for against the Panthers as they were penalized there. Here comes Carlson keeping the ball. He's going to be knocked down after a pickup up to the 25. We may have a face mask situation on this one, as Carlson was hit by a couple of Razorback defensive men out there. Number 25 was one of them. That was Derek Gilmore.
Pretty good play right there by Blake. You know, that's a little quarterback draw. They ran that 2 or 3 times tonight, but had some room to run right there.
So they penalize up to the 29 now, so it's going to be a 2nd down and about 7 yards needed. Wideouts to the far side for the Panthers. Benton moving left to right on your radio dial. Carlson looks, keeps, comes to the near side, goes to the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Same play as the play before, just a little quarterback draw. There really wasn't anything there. They saw what was going to happen. They just drove him over to the sideline, and very, very short pickup on the play.
Well, he moves the ball up to the 31 on the plus side of the 31. It's going to be 2nd down and about 5 to go for the Panthers with 7:21 left to go in the 3rd period. Texarkana coming out scoring real quick like 25-20. They lead the Panthers. Benton trying to generate an offensive here and having not much success with it at this particular time. There's a man under. The quarterback pitches back to Cunningham, tries to cut inside, and he's going to lose yardage on the play, and it's going to set up a 3rd down situation.
Yeah, just a pitch left to Dusty. Cornerback came up. As soon as Dusty caught the ball, he was right in his face. He had nowhere to go.
We have not thrown the football at all tonight, and this is an unusual situation. We're talking with Coach prior to the ball game, and he said there would be about 50-50 situation as far as the passing and running situation is concerned. But maybe the Razorbacks are not giving them the passing lanes of what they were wanting. 3rd down and 7. There goes the tight end flip-flopping to the far side of the field. Coming with the ball. There's the pitch back. Fumble. Texarkana's going to get the ball, and it's going to be on the 22-yard line. And that was a situation where it's just a bad situation, bad scene there where the quarterback really wasn't seeing who he was or where he was throwing the ball. Next down the 21-yard line in Panther territory. They've got an opportunity to do some damage right here. There goes a snap. Whitmore has the ball to the left side. He's going to pick up a lot of yardage, head to the corner, and out of bounds. That's about the 11-yard line. Now they're going to say down inside the 10 at about the 9. But it looked like he was knocked out of bounds prior to the 10-yard line.
We had 2 or 3 guys run into the fence over there. Nate Doddridge is one of them. He's slow getting up. We've also got a couple other people down over there, I think, that also ran into the fence. As fast as that fella can run, he was probably going 35, 40 miles an hour when he hit that fence.
That's a Texarkana player that's down over there on the far sideline at this particular time, and he's being attended to over there. Somebody coming down from the bench. But the ball is inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, we got 6 men on the line right there. When those ends, they're in the down position. If they crash
again, and they're going to try to put this thing out of distance for the Panthers. Here comes Barr up under the center. Wideouts to both sides. There's a snap. There's the pitch back. Man cuts inside. Williams still fighting. He's going to go in for the touchdown. He was held up at the 5-yard line, folks, and looked like they had him stopped there, but then all of a sudden he just broke out of the pack and went to the left for the touchdown.
Yep, just didn't lock him up. He was hit and came to a complete standstill, and nobody they didn't hold on, and he just took it to the corner and untouched into the end zone.
Maybe, Pat, I guess I'm just a diehard, maybe. The situation is that I don't think that we're outmanned out there on the field. I think we're just blowing great opportunities. There's a keep into the end zone. Nope, he does not make it. It's a 31-20 ball game. So the Panthers still stay in striking distance, you know.
Oh, yeah, we're still in the ball game. 6:19 left in the
Go.
Well, Pat, it doesn't take many of these episodes like this to get you daubered down to where you can't come back, and certainly Benton needs to do something with this next series here to try to get back in this ball game. There goes Morgan's kick down the field. It's going to be a high one. It's going to be taken by Robertson at the 9. He's back to the 15, the 20, the 25, to the 30, and up over the 30 to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's good field position. Anytime you get up there past the 25-yard line, you're starting off in pretty good field position. That gives us some room to maneuver right here. You know, I sure would like us to see us come out 20-yard pickups, and he can definitely catch football. Maybe we'll try some of that this time.
Wideouts to both sides of the field. It's first down and 10 for Benton. There's the give this time to Doddridge. He just bulls his way up to around the 39-yard line. Pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
Super effort on Nate's part. You know, every time he gets the ball, he's going to give you 110%, and that's what he did there. He busted, you know, broke 2 or 3 tackles.
Ball spotted on the 39 in Panther territory. Edmondson, Robertson split out wide. Either side. There's a give to Cunningham. He spins, picks up a yard on the play. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, then spin out to the far side of the field and managed to get a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Aaron Cox for
Kyle Pryor in one of those passes on a fly right down the gut. There's the snap, keeping the ball. Maybe going to get a first down. Yes, he does. That's Carlson that broke off the left side over the midfield down to the 46-yard line in Texarkana territory.
Well, that was a great move that Blake made right there. Just a little quarterback keeper, and it was one-on-one, him and the defensive man, and this guy he just went grasping for air because Blake was not there. He made a fantastic move on him, pick up that first down.
Well, these guys are doing a very poor spotting of the ball situation. They stand on 1-yard line and spot it maybe a yard or 2 back from where they're actually standing. Up to the line of scrimmage, the Panthers come. There's the snap. The give to Cunningham to the near side, cuts inside. Almost lost that ball, but he got to the 45, a pickup of maybe 3 on the play.
Tell you what, had that guy number 82 for Texarkana came in there and spun him around. That's Darius Norman. He came back here, spun him around. If it hadn't been for him, it might have been clear sailing because we had the wall set up over here on our sideline.
2nd down and 7 to go for the Panthers. They're at the 44-yard line, Texarkana territory. Jacola split out to the left side. 5-man Razorback forward wall. There's the pass down the field. Got a man down there out of his reach, and we've got a flag out here. Maybe somebody was holding. Maybe we've got a pass interference on that. Let's see. They were kind of shoving Robertson along the sideline. Let's see if we're going to get, yes, interference by Texarkana.
Yeah, he was kind of holding him up over here on the sideline. And by golly, if he hadn't, he probably would have caught that football right there.
Well, he had a good head of steam going down that sideline. He had beaten his defender. They're going to penalize it down to the 29-yard line. It's going to be first down for Benton. So the Panthers have got something going if we can just keep the old apple moving here. 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd period. Benton trails 31-20. High-scoring situation here. Both defenses have been giving quite a bit tonight. There's the Carlson moving. He tries to cut to the near side. He's going to get a little yardage, run out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. Pick up on the play of around 4. So Carlson tried to cut up the middle, and he saw there was nothing there. Then he moved to the sideline, and the little fella can scamper, we can say that.
Yeah, when he gets out in open field like that, he can handle that football. He did a great job last year. He's a playmaker.
Double wideouts to the near side of the field. Single to the far side. There's Robinson, or rather Carlson, passing, and it's batted down, almost intercepted in there. Batted down as he was firing to the outside that time to Robertson, and of course the big tackle just reached up there and pawed it down there. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 yards needed.
Yeah, when you're 5'8", 5'9", it's tough to throw over those linemen like that, and they were rushing upfield pretty fast, and he just wasn't very deep in the pocket. It was just a couple steps back.
Well, he was looking at his receiver all the way, and it definitely gave away what he was fixing to do with the ball, and the tackle was ready for him when he just throwed the hands up. There's The give off to Cunningham up the middle, and he gets down to around the 21-yard line, folks. It's going to be close to a first down, but not enough. It's going to set up a fourth down situation in about 2 or 3.
I think we may have got away with one right there. That ball looked like it fell out of his hands before he ever hit the ground. And
now Cunningham getting up a little bit slow, and he's coming to the sideline a little gimpy. A little bit mad as he comes off to the sideline. He's looks like the treasure chest may have been affected in there. It's going to be a field goal from the 29-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard kick. There's the kick. It's up in the air. It's long enough. Let's see. Is it going to be good? Yes. So it's a 31-23 ball game now as Mr. Reuven Yarbrough boots another field goal, and this guy has got to be valuable to this ball team.
Yeah, just good job by Reuven. He's done it all night for us.
At the moment, Benton just scored a field goal that has kept him in the ball game, and as you heard Pat say, it's been about 3 of them so far tonight for Reuven Yarbrough. Back deep, number 22, number 25. That's Willie Whitmore, and Gilmore. Here comes Yarbrough's kick. He boots it high and deep, and it's going back into the end zone, and it's going to be an automatic start at the 20-yard line. You know, it's very difficult to get some of these drives started, Pat. When you start from the 20,
we've not tackled nearly like we're capable of tackling.
Whitmore and number 19, Williams, in that backfield. There's the snap, the gift to Whitmore. Tries to cut off that side again, finds some running room, and finds somebody comes and grabs him by the waist and lets him drag him about 2 or 3 yards. So a good pickup on the play over the 25 up to the 27. I don't know whatever happened to tying those legs up and tackling around those ankles and legs, but as we haven't.
If you hit them low like that and wrap them up, they're going to go down, and that's what we got to do.
Second and about 4 to go. Barr takes the snap. There's his gift to his halfback, and Doddridge meets him over there. That's number 19, Williams. He doesn't get the first down. He's up to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a third down situation for the Texarkana Razorbacks.
I tell you what, that's a great job by Nate Doddridge. He not only shook the blocker, but he made the tackle at the same time, and he's just a hoss, man. I tell you what, he's a valuable part of this ball team.
Doddridge is bothered with those muscle spasms as he comes over to the sideline now, and he's going to be worked on once again by the trainer. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, and they need Doddridge in that ball game. Barr takes the snap. There's his pitch back to Whitmore. He tries to cut in, and he's hit. 1-arm tackle, 2-arm tackles, and finally he's dragged down at the 40-yard line, and he's got another first down. Man, somebody back there just runs back and just throws an arm around him and just don't even get it around him. They just brush him, and that's it.
Yeah,
you got to hit that guy.
You got to hit him. You got to hit him and lock him up and bring him down.
But the Warriors almost let that one get away from them, that they need to develop an attitude about this thing. We need to do something. 1st and 10 from the 40. Barr takes the snap. There's a give once again to Williams. He tries to the near side, and he's going to be bottled up there after maybe a yard gain on the play.
Now, they kind of did that right there. I think that's number 44, Justin McCauley. He got in there. He's from his linebacker spot, but he got a hold of those legs, and he wasn't going to let go for nothing. He just about twisted that old boy's leg off before he got some help.
On a pickup of a yard on the play, 2nd down and 9 to go for Texarkana. You can look for him probably to come back this time to Whitmore to the opposite side. Sort of a wing situation now. Whitmore out to the near side in the slot. There goes the snap, and there's the fullback. Man, he comes through there like a bowling ball, and he's still on his feet, and they're just riding him. Down past the 40 to about the 38-yard line in Panther territory.
He's about a 250-pounder, and if you don't wrap that fella up, he's going to have his way with you all night long, and that's really a good run right there.
That's not him.
28.
Number 28, that's black, 5'8", 250. Now, that guy's about like a big oak stump out there, and when he comes through, he lets it be known. There comes, once again, going to the outside. He's going to be open. There's a flag. That was Whitmore with the ball, cutting to the outside again. He tried to turn it in, Pat, and didn't find anything there. Cut to the outside, and he had free sailing for a while.
You know, they're doing the same thing to both sides of the line. They're just simply pitching to that tailback. The fullback's kicking out the end, and he's just cutting up inside the block and going to the sideline. That penalty's on us, it looks like, Jim.
got a face mask penalty against the Panthers, and that's going to add to the insult to injury right there. As slips are showing around the skirt, because the Razorbacks are able to get to the outside on them all night long here. There comes the Williams off the left tackle position between the tackle and in, and he's cuts back to the inside over the 15 down to about the 13-yard line.
Called it earlier, and then as soon as you said we need a fumble, they fumbled it.
Well, they got the stump back there. Henry Black at the tailback position takes the snap. He's up the middle, and he's going to get the yardage down to the 10-yard line.
Tough to stop a guy that's 5'8", 250 for a yard.
Have you ever seen a rhino with his legs so short?
Center of gravity is tough to get down on his level, actually, and you can't arm tackle a guy like that.
Once again, the quarterback, Bard, takes a snap, pitches back to Williams off the left side, cuts back inside. He's in for a touchdown.
That was really a good run right there, though. I tell you what, he went through the line. He had a hole to start with, but made a great cut back to the inside to score a touchdown.
Well, 11:30 left to go in our ball game. It's 37-23. Now Texarkana comes in with another opportunity to either tack on two or a single point. Let's see which way. It looks like that they got their kicker into the ball game. It's going to be Garrett Morgan. They're tired of attempting these two-point conversion situations. So Morgan will attempt the extra point now for the Razorbacks. The snap is true, the kick is up, and it looks good, and we have got the Panthers are trailing 38-23 with 11:30 left to go. Let's take time in for this. Hello.
I have got to write that number down.
Morgan is going to be kicking off. There's a kick deep. It's going to be taken by Robertson at the 7-yard line. Back to the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, up to the 40-yard line. Adam Robertson at a beautiful run back, folks. He saw an opportunity there, and of course he gets up a little bit gimpy from that much at all. And in fact, a couple of passes.
I think that's about it.
Wideouts to both sides. There's the give to Doddridge. He's going nowhere. They met him right in the middle of the line. It's almost as though he had told him he was coming up the middle, and they stopped him for a yard loss on the play. Carlson comes up onto the center. There's a snap. There's a give to Cunningham. Cunningham loses a yard.
Well, 63 for Texarkana came through there like a rocket. That's number 63, Tim Landreth, 6'2", 225.
Capable of throwing. Back in the shotgun, there's Robertson. He looks like he's going to toss one. Throws up the middle, got his man, and it's complete, but not enough for the first down. Yeah, well, they say it is. He's going to get a good spot on this one.
Yeah, that is a good spot for us.
Well, he's not going to be enough for the first yard. He's not where the official was going to put the ball right there. Actually, the butt of the ball should be where his foot is, and the other official set it down behind his foot.
I know it. I don't understand that deal. I mean,
and get something moving. The line's going to have to buckle up and snort and block. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Panthers now. Let's see if the quarterback decides to duck in that hole just to the left of that man over. No, he's going to give to Cunningham. He's got the first down.
Thought they might run a sneak right there, but elected to go with Dusty. Dusty, I guarantee you, has run that ball 25 times tonight.
Oh, he's run quite a bit. They spot the lockdown. We're not running the type offense to get back in this ball game at this time. There's a snap. Carlson comes to the near side, going to the sideline, going out of bounds at the 45, pickup of about 3.5 yards. He probably had stopped on a dime there that number 33 may have run over the bench over here on this side.
15, 20-yard gains.
Wideouts to the far side, got trips, sets over there. There's the snap. Carlson looking, throws downfield, got a man. He's got it. Robertson down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line.
Beautiful play right there. Just he ran down about 10 yards, just a little curl route or a little look in's what it was, and Blake put it right on the money. Had a lot of zip on the ball, and that's something we can do. I mean, we can do it to either side.
Well, it's going to be a first down situation for the Panthers now. They spot the ball closer to the 34, Texarkana territory. 9:14 left to go in our ball game. Jacola in at the far side is a wide out. Pryor is a wide out to the near side. trips to the near side. There comes a blitz. There's the pass down the field. Almost. Is it intercepted? No. The official said no. There's number 12 jumping up and down like he fell out of a coconut tree. Kenneth Rates saying, no, you're wrong, Mr. Ref.
Tell you what, he had Roberson wide open right across the middle, and he just simply overthrew him. He got
a double out somerset over there. 2nd down and 10 to go. Up under the center, Carlson takes a snap, rolls back, looks, fires downfield, got a man down there. Let's see, Jacola, he's got the ball. The official says no, you're out of bounds.
I tell you what, if I'm not mistaken, that defensive man actually hit him and knocked him out of bounds too. He didn't come down in bounds. The referee was right on that, but I think he was hit at the same time.
Well, he completed the pass, folks, and there's Brandon Jacola, who's got lots of speed. Well, the Panthers play Sheridan next week, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, it was Benton 14, Sheridan 3. Yellow Jackets have a good ball club this year, and it's going to be hard to overcome that situation. 3rd and 10 here. Carlson has the ball, looks, fires, got a man. It's completed. He's still, nope, he's knocked down, but his forward progress, let's see where they're going to spot the ball. It's going to be about the 28-yard line and set up another 4th down situation.
That was Drew Kurosaki. He just ran a little drag across the middle or release to the outside right there, and he hit it.
So Texarkana getting set up defensively now. They've got a 5-man front. Wideouts to the near side. Carlson with the ball, looks, fires, got a man down there. He's got it. And Fugit is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamie Fugit, a sophomore receiver, caught that ball at about the 10-yard line and dashed into the end zone. So the Panthers have tacked up another touchdown, and it's going to be 38-29.
Well, that's a beautiful play. He run a post route, what he did, and old Blake just stepped right in there and threw it right on the numbers, and Jamie made a great catch and took it in for a touchdown.
We've almost got to come up with a 2-point conversion right here. Now let's see what we're going to do as we have interchange situation coming out onto the field of play at this time. No, they're going to kick it. 38-29. Yarbrough getting set to do the kicking. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's high enough. The kick is good. And we've got a 38-30 ball game. 7:59 left. Had a little interference, we understand, coming in from some distant station that probably hasn't turned their transmitter down to low power, and they're trying to bleed over on our signal, but it doesn't do any good to report it because nothing's done about it anyhow. But you've got the deep backs, number 22 and number 25. That's Whitmore and Derek Gilmore. Take it in the end zone, bring it out to the 20, and Texarkana once again will start the long route back to...
He can throw that football, and he can throw it on the money, and that's what he did on that last touchdown pass.
Okay, Mr. Barr is the man back there calling the signals, takes the snap. There's Whitmore with the ball coming to the near side, cuts to the outside, cuts inside. He's down at around the 24-yard line. But another pickup, ladies and gentlemen, of in the vicinity of about 4 yards.
Well, Clint Pfeiffer did a great job right there. Well, I take that back.
Up a 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 to go. Texarkana's going to probably run the stump this time up the middle, and let's see if he does. Nope, he goes back to Williams on the far side, and he gets over the 30, 1st down yardage up to the 31, and once again...
And try to cause some havoc in the backfield or behind the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 to go. Benton in a 5-man front now. There's Barr calling signals. There's the give to his fullback up the middle. He just keeps running. He breaks tackle after tackle, picks him up 10 yards. Up to the 42-yard line. He just runs at will.
Tough to bring down.
Anymore like you used to block in football. So when you're standing up straight and you've got a stump running under you there, it's kind of like a squirrel running under your feet, and you can't get down there to get to his level. There comes Whitmore once again. He's stacked up on the counter play to the near side of the field, and they're going to give him yardage up to around the 44-yard line.
That's a pretty good defensive play by the...
Up to the line of scrimmage, the Hogs come. Wideouts to both sides. Sort of a wing formation. There's a snap, and the quarterback gives off this time to Williams. He's hit hard after a yard pickup, maybe 2 on the play. They're going to spot it somewhere in the vicinity of the 46-yard line.
Good job then by Jason Crawford. He goes out
closer to the 46-yard line. We got a timeout on the field of play, but Texarkana with 5:25 left to go in the ball game. The Panthers need to stop this drive right here, folks. We'll be back right after this. So Benton setting up defensively now. They've got a 4-man front. Backs are pulled in close. Let's hope they don't dump one over our head there. There's the pitch, and there goes the pass down the field. He's got a man down there. He's got it. It's going to be a touchdown. Yes, sir. We pulled all of our men in that time up in the linebacker position, and they threw the old pass for the touchdown, and it was a biggie, folks.
Yeah, tailback.
24-30. What a ball game. Or what a standoff. I don't know what you'd call it. Here's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is wide to the right, and it's 44-30. Texarkana leads with 5:16 left in the ball game, and the fans begin to ease out the turnstiles. We'll be back after this.
Who's easing out of the turnstiles?
Well, the horses are coming out of the chute right now.
Oh. So the score's what now?
Mass exit.
What's the score? Score again? Benton just made the touchdown.
No, Benton did.
What I saw on TV the other night, they said 400 miles an hour.
Stand by.
The guy with me is 800.
Okay.
Go.
All right, it's time to play football once again. 44-30. What a offensive show here tonight. We've seen 5:16 left to go. Benton waiting until the final period to start their passing game, and actually probably a little too late, you might say. Kick is coming up with number 15. Morgan approaches the ball, boots it down the field, and it's going to be taken by Robertson at the 5, back to the 10, 15, 20. Cuts back inside, and he's up to the 25-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10, left to go. So, trips to the near side, wide out to the far side. Benton moving right to left on your radio dial, shotgun formation. Here's the pass down the field, long pass down there. It's going to be intercepted by Texarkana at the, let's see where he spots that ball. I know exactly where he caught it. Kyle Pryor was just flying down the sideline trying to get that ball, and it was thrown, need a punt. Wide out to the far side of the field over there. Now the quarterback, Barr, steps in, mans the center, takes the snap, and gives off to the Bull of the Woods, who comes in from his tailback position. Picks himself receiver, probably can outrun a blue racer. Oh, brother, man in the slot. There's a snap, there's the pitch back going to Williams, cuts off, cuts back inside, still dragging his man, breaks one tackle, and finally gets down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Ends and linebackers and just picking up good yardage, and they're doing what they have to do.
Spotted on the 44. That's odd, where the linesman sets up. They spotted a yard back from where he was set. Long snap count. There's the give this time coming to the near side. Here comes Whitmore. He's going to be met over there and driven out of bounds at the 45. Yard loss on the play. 3:56 showing on the clock. 44-30. Texarkana's pretty well got this one in their treasure chest. The way that they've been going, it would actually be a miracle. I think you could class it as one. There's the snap. Quarterback gives off to Stumpy again. And Stumpy's going to be downed at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard loss on the play. Hallelujah. Why, we should have been doing that all night. Getting up off of the bottom is
About a week or so ago, and or 2 weeks ago.
Greg. We want to let you know that we're thinking about you, pal, and we've been doing this for quite some time now, and trying to hope you can pull this thing off and get back to the old routine again. There was a flag on that last play, maybe against Texarkana. Procedure penalty. Going to walk off 5 yards against the Razorbacks now. The clock is down to 3:09 left to go in the ball game. 44-30. Quite an offensive situation here tonight, folks. But once again, the Panthers have come up on the short end of the stick. Texarkana 0-3 coming into this ball game tonight. Of course, they've played 3 top-running ball clubs. Liberty, Ilo, and Texas. Texas High, Van Buren. There's the snap. There's the quarterback. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, and it's going to set up a 4th down situation. Loss on the play of about 4 yards, folks, as the Panthers did a little blitzing that time, Pat, and came up with the good end of the stick.
Yeah, that looked like Reed and number 56 for Benton, Jason Crawford. They were in there only pretty quick, brought him down for a loss on the play, going to bring up forward very long.
They got fourth down and about 11 yards, or rather 21 yards needed now as Texarkana's Barr, who quarterbacks the ball club, 2:17 showing on the clock. He's going to boot the ball.
We're going to be trying to block this one right here, I can guarantee you that.
There goes the 25-second clock down to 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Texarkana's going to take a penalty. And it's going to set them back 5 more yards, give us another opportunity here. I'd like to see maybe Brandon Jacola get an opportunity at one of those punt run backs with his speed.
Yeah, I'd like to see old Brandon break loose for something and just see how fast he can run.
5-yard penalty. That sets up a fourth down situation and about 26 yards. Back on his own 30 or 28-yard line. That's Barr. He kicks the ball, a low driving kick. It's going to take a roll, and he's going to let it go dead on the 15-yard line. So Texarkana gets an advantage there with a beautiful kick there. There was a low driving kick that took a roll, and Adam Robertson just let it go. Minute 53 showing on the clock now. Not much time to do anything from this standpoint unless you can find somebody wide open down the field and hit him and hope that somebody runs by with a Honda scooter for him to get on, because it's going to be tough for him to outrun these blue racers out here.
Yeah, we need to make something happen. You know, break a long one right here, get an onside kick, and try to score another touchdown.
Carlson comes up under the center now. Wide outs to both sides. Drops back, looks downfield, throws a little wide out pass. It's overthrown because he didn't have anybody open over the far side of the field. There was Kyle Pryor and also looked like Robertson over on the far side. Both covered well.
He had a lot of pressure on him there too. He had somebody right on his tail. He's running for his life, and he just basically threw it out of bounds. Tough to operate down there. I tell you what, we've been down there, it seems like, all night long, and it's just tough to make stuff happen down there.
Second down and 10 to go for the Panthers. Is play coming in. They're down to 9 seconds on the play clock. They won't get this one off. They're going to take a penalty on this situation here. Are they calling timeout? What's this for? Wait till it runs down and then go ahead and call a timeout. So that's what they're coming to the sideline now. See if they can get some instructions. So it's a minute 50 left to go in the ball game. 44-30 is our score. Let's take time in for this. I guess Texarkana's not going to want to call any timeouts, that's for sure. They're out front 44-30. So the Panthers come back out on the field, and now they huddle up and come out of their huddle. Wide outs to both sides. Quarterback comes up under the center once again. There's the snap. Carlson gives off this time to Cunningham, and he tries the middle of the line. There's nothing there. With a minute 42 left, the old buck of the line.
Yeah, didn't have anything to run to there. He just ran straight up the middle, and he got hit by several people, brought him down, and those seconds are just ticking off the clock.
House pickup of 2 yards. It's going to be third down and 8 to go, and we're down less than a minute and a half left to go. So Carlson, once again, under the center, takes the snap, rolls to the near side, looks, fires, intercepted, dropped. It's almost intercepted. A Texarkana lineman was there, and it hit him right in the bread basket. We thought he was going to go in for a touchdown, but he got so excited about catching the ball, he just threw it down.
Just dropped it.
He just dropped it. And you can't imagine how a man can drop a ball that he holds there just momentarily. It looked like it could have been called a fumble, Pat.
4th and 9, we're going to be punting the ball. Well, I'd like to see Brandon just get his foot in the one and just see how far he could drive it.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you. Of course, he's standing back there about 10 yards away from the center, and it unnerves me, really.
Yeah, that's, normally the punter's back there about 13 yards or so, and he's just off.
Here comes the boot. That's a wobbly kick. Nobody's there to field it, and it's going to take a backward bounce, then a forward bounce, and it's going to die on the 43-yard line. So, really, Brandon hasn't been able to put a foot in the ball here for some time now, and I think this summer he got to kind of diddling with a little bit of the Dallas Cowboy three-step deal, and it got him out of his sync, and I don't think he's really come back with that sink yet, Pat.
Yeah, I think he's doubting himself a little bit. I know he can kick it. I've seen him in pregame just kick some of the prettiest punts, and then I think he's just pressing a little bit in the games, and because I know he can kick it. I've seen him kick some boomers.
Texarkana's ball on their own 44. There's a penalty there. I don't know what happened. Maybe a procedure situation. The official says, well, I'm going to call this penalty just because I think we ought to have one. So it's a 5-yard penalty. I don't know what that signal is. Do you, Pat? Is that a new one on you?
I don't know what that was.
Anyhow, it's 1st and 15 to go for Texarkana. I thought we knew all the signals, but I don't guess. That one was a new one on me. But anyhow, up to the line of scrimmage, the Razorbacks come 1st and 15. 1:05 left in the ball game. They lead 44-30. There's a give off to the big man, the tailback, but somebody gets him by the ankle up around the 42-yard line and brings him down. That's the way you got to bring that man down, I'll guarantee you, because if you get him around the shoulders, he's just like old Toller.
Yeah.
Toller. He'll ride you to the goal line.
That's right. That's right. Got that frame up underneath and can carry a lot of load. And
well, Toller was a short, stumpy guy, wasn't he?
He's about 5'6".
Second down and 12 to go. Barr looks over a 5-man Benton defensive, and a long snap count. There's a man in motion. There's the give to the fullback again. He's still on his feet, and man, I tell you what, if you don't get down there, there comes Doddridge getting up again with those cramps in his leg.
It looks like he got him a stinger in the shoulder right there.
Yeah, he's favoring that, looks like that left shoulder.
Yeah.
Coming to the sideline now. Yeah, this got to be bothering him. Comes over and sits down on the bench. We've got a 1st and 10 to go for Texarkana. The ball's on the 45, Panther territory. 1 second, the game is over. But wait a minute, we've got a man still on his feet. But it's all over, folks. The ball was driven by Williams up to about down to about the 41-yard line, but the clock ran out, and it's a 44-30 victory for the